hello. KWWL.
Kiddies World with LOLAH.
Oh, Kiddies World with LOLAH. Fun, educating, and inspiring. You are welcome. Welcome. How are you today? Trust you're ruled in health. This is a fresh episode of Kiddies World with LOLAH, a fun, inspiring, and educating children's show. Showing right here every Saturday on Western Spring Television, channel 190 DTT on Star Times. How are you all doing today, children? Good. We appreciate all our viewers who would not for anything in this world miss the show. Thank you so much. You are a star, and we say thank you. And also a warm welcome to our audience today from Crestview International School. Put your hands together for yourself. Thank you. Thank you. I love you all. Thank you so much for coming. You are simply the best. Put your hands together for yourself one more time. All right. On today's episode of Kiddies World with LOLAH, we have interesting and entertaining segment just like you know. This segment will inform you, it will educate you, and also entertain you, our darling viewers. And on the show today, we have the teaching segment where I'm going to be teaching. I'm going to be teaching something interesting today. And of course, in our guest segment, every show like this, every episode will bring in a special guest. And our special guest today is a beautiful princess named Adetunji Oluwakorede. You want to meet her because we are going to be engaging in one interesting conversation. We don't get to choose our parents, and also we don't get to choose where we'll be born. You see, have you ever heard something before when they say, if I knew, I would just ask God to throw me to America? Well, we say that as children, but then we don't have power over it. So we're discussing something around that today. Don't worry, I'll soon let the cat out of the bag. Okay, so on the teaching segment today, I shall be teaching right pronunciation of some English words. You know, LOLAH will always help you polish your speaking skill. And that is why you can't afford to miss this, show. Because we're not just going to entertain you, but you will get better than you started watching every single time you watch this show. All right, so you children, I hope you're there. I hope you're seated. Watch out today. Get your book and your paper ready. Yes, get your pen, get your pencils ready because you're going to be learning a great deal today. We shall be having some children from the audience to participate in the game today. Trust me, you see, the game today is going to make you go, you know what I mean? So it's going to be a tongue twister today, so you had better start practicing any tongue twister that you know. And if you don't know what it is, you don't worry. Just stay glued to your TV set and you're going to have fun in our game segment. Join us, will you please? Join us every Saturday at 1 p.m. on this television station, that is Western Spring Television, to enjoy a fresh, nicely cooked and baked episode of this exciting children's show. And right now, children, we're going on a short break, and when we are back, we shall begin all the activities in, their great deals. So don't worry, today is going to be awesome. Okay, so get yourself ready and ensure that maybe grab a cookie or biscuit and a drink beside you because we're going to have a great time today. Don't go anywhere. It is still Kiddies World with LOLAH. We'll be right back. I know. Dun, 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 dun. You're welcome back. This is Kiddies World with LOLAH. Oh, you're just tuning in. It's not a problem. You've not missed anything too serious because, yes, we're just diving in. Okay, so this is the teaching segment, and I want to teach you. Remember, it does not matter a whole deal what you say, but what matters much more is how you say it. To be a good communicator, you must know how to pronounce your English words correctly. Remember, we as Africans are non-native speaker of English language. And so most of the words we pronounce in English language get, interfered by our own mother tongue. And that's the reason we don't pronounce some of our words, English words correctly. If you pronounce your English words correctly, you have started the journey to becoming an eloquent speaker. A good communicator in English language. So the first word we're learning to pronounce correctly today is what we call machete. Let me spell the word so you know what it is. Machete. That word. You say machete. Bring the machete. It is not machete. Children in the studio, children watching from all over the world, say those words after me. Say machete.
Machete.
Oh, let's try that again. Say machete.
Machete.
Good. So you don't pronounce that word as machete. It's a kind of a knife that is small, not so long, okay? And we use it in the house or, in the garden. So it is not machete. Say machete.
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 Very good. I love that. Okay, so now that you have attempted to say that correctly, anytime you see this in your reading or you need to use the word while speaking, please do not say, get me the machete. It is not machete. It is what?
Machete.
Say it again.
Machete.
Awesome. Okay, so I'll move to the second word right about now. How do you pronounce this word on the screen? Do you say kuaye or kuaya or kue? Let me spell the word. Q-U-A-Y. Q-U-A-Y. As simple as that. Just 4-letter words. And, as small as that is, we still sometimes mispronounce it. It's not our fault anyways. But if you're watching today, don't blame yourself because you're learning the right pronunciation of that word. So the word Q-U-A-Y is pronounced ki. It shocked you? It's shocking me too when I discovered. So the right pronunciation of that word is not kue, it is ki. Children, can you say that? Ki. Say one more time.
Ki.
Fantastic. So can we spell ki together? Q-U-A-Y. Brilliant. So that word is not kue, it is what? Ki. Very good. Put your hands together for yourself, children. I love that. All right, so we move to the third word today. I pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest. What? It is not country. It is not count. Because of the C-O-U-N, we say count and read. No, do not say country. Children, say country.
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 Beautiful. It is country, not country or country. So we don't pledge to Nigeria our country. We pledge to Nigeria our country. So children say country.
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 Can we spell country together?
Yes.
Come on, let's do it. Let's go. C-O-U-N-T-R-Y. Beautiful. That is country and not country. Very good. We'll move on to the fourth word. Yes. That boy does not have courtesy. He doesn't have any courtesy at all. It is not called to. No. It doesn't have to do with anything legal. No. We don't say courtesy. Let me spell in case you're not sure. C-O-U-R-T-E-S-Y. C-O-U-R-T-E-S-Y. So we do not say courtesy. It's not the R sound there. We have the Say courtesy.
Courtesy.
Say courtesy.
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 Be beautiful. So do not say courtesy. You should say what?
Courtesy.
Say it one more time.
Courtesy.
One more time.
Courtesy.
Very good. So we do not say courtesy. We say what?
Courtesy.
Very good. You see, when I'm done with all the words, children, we're going to start from the beginning, then we'll do the never say game, all right? So let's move on to the next word. Word number 5 for today is, hey, we don't even know that me and my daddy, we used to go on a long journey. Oh, Johnny. You don't pronounce that word as Johnny. The word we're talking about is Journey. We don't say Johnny. That word is rightly pronounced Jenny. Children, say Jenny.
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 Have you been on a journey to America before? No. Okay. But have you been on a journey to your grandpa before? Yeah. So we do not say Journey. We say what? Jenny. Say it one more time.
Jenny.
Fantastic. Put your hands together for yourself. Okay. The word number 6 we're learning to pronounce today has the silent W. You know, silent letters occur in words by the virtue of their origin. Not all English words came from the English origin. We have some that are borrowed from Latin, from Greek, and all that. Even borrowed from Nigeria. Yes. Do you even know that some words like Okada have found their way into the dictionary? Yeah, shock you? Don't worry, we'll bring you more about that in some other episode. But today, let's look at the 6th word we're learning to pronounce correctly, and that is S-W-O-R-D. S-W-O-R-D. We do not pronounce that word as sword. Hey, sword of the spirit. No, we don't say sword. We say sword. Children, say after me, sword.
Sword.
Say it again.
Sword.
2 more times.
Sword.
And the last time.
Sword.
Very good. So we do not say sword. It has a silent W, so we will not say the W sound. We will only say sword. Sword. Okay? And then we have the next word. E-W-E. No, I didn't ask you to pronounce it in Yoruba. In Yoruba language, that is ewe, ewe. But you see, it is not a Yoruba word. It's an English word. E-W-E. How do you pronounce that? Do you even know that some of those words can be used as a game in your birthday parties? Just, go to your notes, okay? And then look for those words. It will make everybody laugh, and you're going to also learn at the same time. So the word E-W-E is surprisingly pronounced as you. You heard me right. It shocked you? I want to shock you. You say you. So let's pronounce E-W-E, everybody.
You.
That's how it is pronounced. So it is pronounced like Y-O-W. Whereas, if you want to spell it, it is E-W-E. And it's a baby goat. Yeah, or baby sheep. Oh, yeah, either of the two. So we say you, not you. Okay? So let's say it one more time.
You.
Good, that's you. The word number 8 today has a silent G. Yes, it has a silent G. So it means that we're not going to say the sound G or J in that word. Let me spell it so you see. G-N-A-S-H. G-N-A-S-H. That word is not pronounced gunashi. No, it's not pronounced ungahashi. No, that word is pronounced nash. Can we say that? Nash. One more time.
Nash.
Good. So the word G-N-A-S-H is pronounced nash and not gnash. Word number 9 is S-O-A-R. You want to spell that with me? Let's spell it. S-O-A-R. That word is pronounced soar. Now that is when you're flying, but at a higher altitude. Okay, so soar is the word, not soar. I'm soaring. You're soaring. You're not soaring. Okay, so the word is correctly pronounced as what? Soar. Thank you. And the last word for today is the word so twat. You are twat. It's also twatted. No, it's not twat. T-H-W-A-R-T is pronounced thwart. Thwart, not twat. Thwart. It has the voiceless TH sound, and the O sound and ends with a T sound. So children, say after me, say thwart.
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 Okay, can we just have a revision of all the words? So from number 1 to number 10. So let's see from number 1. Who can remind me any of those words? Like number 1. Ah, machete. Thank you. So tell your friends, if you're watching live, if you're watching on your screen, just find a partner around you and say, let's do a quick one. Quick. So tell your friends, say, never say.
Never say.
Oh, come on. You're not serious about it. So look at your friend like this and warn. Say, never say.
Never say.
Machete.
Machete.
You should say.
You should say.
Machete.
Machete.
Okay, so the number 2, let's go. Never, look, let's take that again. Never say.
Never say.
Machete.
Machete.
You should say.
You should say.
Machete.
Machete.
2, never say.
Never say.
Are you serious about this? Come on, let's go. Say never say.
Never say.
Now put your face to it. Say never say.
Never say.
Quay.
Way.
You should say.
You should say.
Key.
Key.
Let's go to word number 3. Say never say.
Never say.
Country.
Country.
You should say.
You should say.
Country.
Country.
Never say.
Never say.
Courtesy.
Courtesy.
You should say.
You should say.
Courtesy.
Courtesy.
Never say.
Never say.
Johnny.
Johnny.
You should say.
You should say.
Jenny.
Jenny.
Never say.
Never say.
Sword.
Sword.
You should say.
You should say.
Sword.
Sword.
Come on. Never say.
Never say.
Ew.
Ew.
You should say.
You should say.
You.
You.
And never say.
Never say.
Gnash.
Nash.
You should say.
You should say.
Nash.
Nash.
Number 9. Never say.
Never say.
Soa.
Soar.
You should say.
You should say.
Soar.
Soar.
Lastly, never say.
Never say.
Twat.
Swat.
You should say.
You should say.
Thwart.
Sword.
Put your hands together for yourself, children. That was amazing. I want to believe you're going to use this right pronunciation henceforth the right way when you are communicating. Please just ensure you go through your notes and you pronounce them. Make use of at least 5 of those words in your sentences today. Deliberately use them in a sentence to, someone, like when you're speaking with someone. All right? Good. All right, so we will go on a short break right now, children. I hope you've learned from that teaching segment. Right about now, we'll go on a break. And when we return from that break, you're going to be meeting my beautiful guest today. Don't go anywhere. It is Kiddies World with Lola.
This iconic African presents the narrative of a man destined to exert an imperishable global influence in Western education. His was a story of a freeborn, captured and sold into slavery. He was born in Oshogun, a native Yoruba village near Iseyin in Okeogun axis of southwest Nigeria. Samuel Ajayi Crowther was the foundation student of Fora Bay College, Sierra Leone, the foremost university where the pioneer set of native Africans were educated. Samuel Ajayi Crowther's greatest contribution to humanity was his translation of the Holy Bible into the Yoruba language. The man who authored the Yoruba dictionary was also credited with the translation of English classic hymns into Yoruba and the Ekwere languages. Samuel Ajayi Crowther's private residence in Badagry, incidentally the first story building in Nigeria, is an Akava museum dedicated to the memory of Africa's first bishop. Western Spring Television identifies Samuel Ajayi Crowther as a watershed character in history.
3 little kittens went out to They went to the park on a lovely day. They played on the rocker, yay, yay, yay. They enjoyed themselves every day. 3 little kittens went out to play. They went to the park on a lovely day. They played on the toy train, yay, yay, yay. They enjoyed themselves every day.
Oh, yes, you're welcome back. This is Kiddies World with LOLAH right here on Western Spring Television, channel 190 DTT. We had the teaching segment earlier where I thought about commonly mispronounced words and how they are pronounced correctly. I want to believe you've learned that and you're going to make good use of it. Okay, so like I said, I have my guest right here sitting to my left-hand side. She's beautiful, isn't she?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, she is. She's black and beautiful. And so I introduce to you the bold and beautiful LOLAH Korede. Put your hands together for her. All right, so little madam, how are you today?
Fine, ma'am.
And so I said, little madam. You like that? Little madam. Which will you prefer?
Little.
Little, another madam part. Okay, so you're welcome on Kiddies World with LOLAH. How are you doing today?
I'm fine.
Fine. On the scale of 1 to 10. What will you say? You're fine. 10, 7, 2.
I'm fine. Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, the 10 also said thank you. Put your hands together for her. Okay, so you're welcome on the program, and our viewers are watching you live and direct. And of course, I'd like you to tell us about yourself, starting from your name, your class, the name of your school, your best color, your best food, your, I don't know, maybe your, what else could that be? Your best gift, favorite toy. Maybe. Just tell us about yourself, darling.
My name is Aletunji Oluwakorede.
Mm-hmm.
I am in JSS 3.
Wow, Senior Korede you are then.
Oh.
Woo! Does anyone call you senior in school?
I don't really like it.
You don't like it? Why? Everybody wants to go. So what's the difference with yours?
I don't know. I don't just like it.
You don't like it? But so a child in JSS 1 may want to call you Senior Korede.
Oh,
Will you tell her not to? You tell her not to call you Senior Korede? Or you just let it slide?
I'll let it slide.
Okay then. Okay, so go ahead. We know your name already, Adetunji Oluwakorede. We know you're in JSS 3. What other thing would you like to tell us about yourself?
My favorite color is saffron green.
Excuse me? What is it with you children? Now, what do you say the kind of green is again?
Saffron.
Which one is saffron? You have mint, you have blue, you have royal, you have this. So which one is saffron green again?
It's like almost light.
Is it part of what you're wearing in any way?
Almost. Something like this.
Oh,
But
yeah.
a bit darker.
A darker shade of that. Okay, so I've learned something from you now. Saffron green, you call it.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. So that's your best color.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, maybe your best food now.
Ofada rice.
Yee, ofada rice. Why not the tiwantiwa rice? And can you cook ofada rice?
I can't.
You can't.
I
Oh,
can't.
you can.
I can only fry this.
You can only fry the stew. Wow. Please put your hands together for Korede. At least she can do something, you know. So if not everything, a little out of everything is also something. Okay. So ofada rice is your best food.
Yes, ma'am.
And so what animal will you like on it? What kind of animal will you like on your ofada rice? Is it the skin? Which one? So I'm sure the viewers wants to know. So let's tell them.
A dog.
What? I didn't hear that. A what?
A dog.
Oh, it's dog. only a girl from Ondo State would like to eat dog. Is that correct?
I am not from Ondo.
So where are you from, please?
Ekiti.
Ekiti. Ekiti. What's state and capital? Wait. Biamaya, Oshun, Oshogbo,
No.
Ekiti, Ado Ekiti.
Yes, ma'am.
Ekiti. Oh, Ondo, Ekiti. No, Ondo, Akure,
Yes, ma'am.
Ekiti, Ado Ekiti.
Yes, ma'am.
So how come? So you're not from Ondo. So I know people from Ondo, children from Ondo can eat dog. Yes, like not the same as your hot dog children.
Mine, no, like roasted.
Roasted. I think I should just adjust my chair right now. Korede, what child likes to eat dog? So when others are saying, hit the dog, don't let it bite you, you'll be like, oh, doggy. Is that what you do? Have you eaten dog before? Like, seriously? How does it taste? Did you say amazing? You're whispering amazing. Don't let anybody hear you. I didn't want you to. Oh, you're busted, Akorede. You like to eat dog. We love you like that. Come on, put your hands together for Akorede. Oluwa Akorede. Really? Wow. Has your mom ever cooked dog for you? No, I don't like all this whispering. Because when it came to dog now, you now started whispering. I don't like that whisper. You should put your answer forward. You're proud of what to do, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So I just asked her, audience, listen. I asked if mom had ever prepared dog as dog stew. Or dog inside the goosey soup.
No, it doesn't.
So what soup is best for it?
No soup, just peppered.
Just peppered. This girl. Hey! Peppered dog. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Awesome. Like, awesome. You know what I mean? Please put your hands together for Oluwa Akorede. Well, you see, that is what I love about this world. We have diversity. What you like is not what I like, but yet we love and respect one another. That's how it should be. You should not go, so she's like that. No, because that's what she likes. Well, we've got to like her like that. And by the way, I'm sure that I've eaten dog before too. I know, yes. And then it is very delicious. Did I just say that to everybody? Oh no. Okay, then. All right, so moving away from your best food, we know your best color. Do you watch the television?
Ma'am.
Do you watch the television? Okay, do you have any favorite character on the TV or in any TV show?
I don't have a favorite character.
Okay.
Because all the TV shows I watch is like, they don't have a specific character.
Oh, really? But
I love cooking shows.
cooking, I think you love food.
I don't like eating, but I love cooking.
Oh, so sad. You don't like it. Is that part of eating that Lola likes? How can you? Nobody wants to be cooking. See, these are the Hilda Basi of their own time. I don't know. I just want to eat. I don't want to do no cooking. I just want the food right in front of me. How about that?
Oh.
So you like to cook? Lola likes to eat. Am I invited for a lunch or a dinner?
I think so.
Oh, thank you. Please put your hands together for Oluwa Akorede. All right, so yes, that was on a lighter note because that is not the gist yet. Oluwa Akorede, you wanted us to talk about something, and I think I fell in love with it absolutely. You know, we want to talk about the effect of urban and rural area on children. Now, if you ask me, rural, urban, well, it's a word I'm familiar with. And so what consequence, what effect does it have on children? And that's what we're talking about today, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Effects of urban and rural area of living on children. So is there any effects particularly? But maybe we should go on to talk about what you understand about rural or urban area. What can you tell us what those two terms means?
An urban area should be somewhere in an area surrounding a city.
Okay, so urban area in your own definition are areas that are surrounding a city.
In which the inhabitants,
Okay.
most of the inhabitants don't have agricultural jobs.
Oh, so they have like banking collar jobs.
yes.
They go to
A
offices.
white collar job.
White collar jobs. Okay. Interesting. So what will you say of rural areas if we should contrast the definition in your own words? So rural areas are areas like
Outside the city.
they're outside at the back of behind the city, right?
No, like somewhere very far away.
Okay,
from
somewhere
the city.
very far away from the city.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what are the characteristics of this kind of area, like the rural area?
Most of the rural areas have a monarchical setting of ruling.
Oh, monarchical setting of ruling. This guy is going to break me with Oyinbo today, but don't worry, LOLAH is able. Monarchical. Monarchs, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You see, she got it. Okay, so meaning that they are governed by obas,
Yes, ma'am.
chiefs,
Yes, ma'am.
Yalode,
Yes, ma'am.
you know, and sorts. Okay.
Unlike the urban parts
Unlike the urban parts
that
where
are
we have
ruled by legal or administrative bodies,
like,
governors,
hey, this girl today, governors,
prime ministers,
prime ministers.
presidents.
Okay, interesting. All right then. Thank you for the educated. Okay, so talking about rural and urban area. Now we are in Oshogbo. Where do we belong? Rural, urban?
Semi-urban.
You didn't tell me there's anything semi-o. Now, which one is semi-urban, semi-rural again? Kindly explain yourself, Oluwakorede.
It is urban in the sense that there is internet connection,
Yes, we have
transportation facilities.
yes, we have Onobabono. Yes.
And
Toletiro.
oh yes,
Uh-huh.
and there are lots of white collar jobs.
Okay. Okay. Yes. This does not have a collar. But yeah, it has a collar. Is that what makes a white collar job?
My has a round neck.
It has a round neck, not a collar. So I'm not doing a white collar job. Is that what you are telling me?
I don't think so.
And your own clothes does not have a collar too. We are both round
Ma'am,
necked.
but he has a white round neck.
So the Oluwakorede, mind yourself. Okay, let's get back to what we're saying. We were talking about attributes of a rural area. So you said no access to internet and all of that. So you said Oshogbo is a semi-urban area or semi-rural. Which one?
Semi-urban.
What makes us rural?
What
makes us rural?
Like the attributes of a rural area is that they have lots of natural spaces, which Oshogbo has.
We're not going to say that is not good. Yes, we are proud of it, but the natural areas are developing into some great stuff. I hope you know that.
They have there is lots and lots of poverty and unemployment.
I don't understand. If somebody look at you like this, will anybody say that any poverty is far away from us in Osun State? What are you talking about?
Like children, like the topic effects of rural and urban areas on children. Like
Is there any effect on you like this? Look at you, fine
the
girl.
effect of Oshogbo on some children
Is there any effect on Oshogbo on some children?
is malnutrition.
Malnutrition, like by in the morning, gari in the afternoon.
Yes, like you can actually go to some parts of Oshogbo and see some children. Like if some boys in some parts of Oshogbo just off their toe, all their ribs, you can even count it far away from
Have
them.
you counted any before? Oluwakorede, you this girl. Have you counted any ribs before?
Man, no, like when we
It is 6 parts. It's parts you are counting. Parts.
man, no,
Eh?
man, like
No, actually, that is sad, but I know that things are also getting better, and the government, they are doing, all sort of things to alleviate poverty in the society. But then, let's talk about the effects. I know you've mentioned malnutrition. What are the effects? You see, just like we cannot choose. Did you choose your mom when you were coming into this world?
No.
Did you choose your daddy?
No.
Did you choose to live in, where were you born? Akorede. Where were you born?
Ado-Ekiti.
Whatever. Are you not going to say Ado-Ekiti is an urban area?
Ma,
Eh?
it's not even close to being semi-urban.
So I like the fact that you are truthful. Okay. So now you didn't choose where you were born.
Yes,
That's okay. So you didn't choose it. There are quite a number of things that we did not choose, and one of them is also where we were born and where we were raised. Okay. However, there are consequences of places where we are born or raised over us as a child. So those are what you want to share with us today, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you go ahead. You have the floor.
The urban areas, ma, like lots of children died due to infection.
Okay.
Like I said that there are disadvantages of everywhere. Ma, like in the
So that we have disadvantages of rural area, we have disadvantages of urban area. Is that what you're saying?
ma, like in Oshogbo,
You shall want to talk about
as
talk
a
about Oshogbo.
semi-urban area,
Uh-huh.
there are lots of, like, I can't really say paralyzed, like disabled,
People.
yeah,
Okay.
people and children.
Hmm.
Like, you know, I said Oshogbo is semi-urban,
Yes, we are not totally rural area. We're proud of that. We're growing.
which makes them have lots and lots and lots of air and noise pollution. Ma, like if you go down the road,
What about that one?
ma, there's always one big truck like this. Anytime it passes, just some children, if they listen to those type, like, some children are very sensitive.
Like you, because I know the way you are even doing like this, like this, like this. If any car honks around your house, you'll be like, "Hey, who is that? Who is that?" Isn't it?
Ma, some children, like if they listen to those type of things, that's why there are so many disabled.
Will
people
Oluwakorede, will the voice of a trunking car that passes, will it make a child to be disabled?
Ma, yes, she can actually be deaf.
Well.
Ma, there's actually one of my classmates.
Okay.
She doesn't like listening to too much noise.
Okay.
She'll just start crying.
Ah.
Ma,
What
children
a
like
life.
that.
Oh.
So those type of
Oh.
can actually make them totally deaf.
And we don't want such a thing like that. Okay, then talking about exposure, morals, are there positive or negative effects of living in these two mentioned environments on children when it comes to morality, behavior, and all that?
Yes, ma.
Okay, share with us.
Ma, in
Oluwakorede.
urban areas, ma, like when I was, ma, yes, like
When you were growing up, because I know you are a big girl now.
ma, when I was younger.
Okay. I thought you wanted to say when you were young. I wanted to say, yes, ma.
When I was younger,
Okay, yeah.
I was taught that, like, what makes there to be so many criminals in Nigeria,
Yes.
like, is peer pressure.
Peer pressure, yes. True.
Ma, so, like,
So,
like, ma, like, forgive me, Lord.
what
Ma, like,
do you want to commit to?
ma, like social media,
Uh-huh.
peer pressure,
Uh-huh.
like
you're
things like that.
As if you are confessing something. Look, I hope mommy is not watching. Mommy and daddy, skip this part for us.
Ma,
confess,
like
confess.
urban areas.
Eh.
Ma, you know that
Uh-huh.
there are so many things that are happening.
There are many
nowadays.
things that are happening, I know.
Ma, like so many criminals.
We are not criminals.
Yes, that are in Nigeria. Most of them.
So you think social media also contributes to these bad behaviors?
Man, I don't say so.
You
Ma,
think-
like friends.
friends.
Ma, that's why I don't have too many friends.
You don't have too many friends. How many can you call your friends? Like friends, circle of friends. By the way, say hello to them. I'm sure they'll be watching this. So say hello to them. Say their
Hello.
names. What are
Hello.
their names?
I don't have much friends.
Oh, yeah, mention them. Now, you don't have much, but your fingers were already counting like 5.
Ma,
And she
no,
does
not
have
5.
much.
Ma, I was just doing like this.
Count their names. Say their names.
I had a best friend.
You had past it, Tuni. Like pastors. You had a
Her name was Angel.
physical angel or the one
Physical.
physical. Okay. So angel, yes, number 1.
I have a best friend.
Okay. You had, you have, and you will have.
I don't think I will have,
Okay.
but I have
Okay, so who's your best friend right now?
Tiwa.
Tiwa. I thought you were going to say Lola. Huh.
Oh, Lola.
Where do I stand now?
My future best friend. I already have a past and a present.
So I will not be your
future
Oh, well,
best.
it's okay. I don't mind. That's still a good one. It's a good one. Please put your hands together for LOLAH already. Okay, so how can you see there is this thing about rural and urban area? Children in rural areas, some children in rural area believe that they can never be great. They think only children that lives in places like Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt can turn out to be great adults. What do you have to say about that? Is that true?
Ma, they used to say something.
Okay.
I don't know if I can speak Yoruba.
Go ahead, my love.
In Yoruba, we used to say, "Owo ni down ogbogbo." So if you have money, a lot of
So what you
things
just
are
said
possible.
in Spanish is that money answered all things.
Yes,
okay?
ma.
So go on, darling.
Ma, so if you have money
Mm-hmm.
and you are in a rural area,
Mm.
ma, there is just 10% chance of you being
Really?
great.
That's your opinion.
But if you have a very beautiful talent, like singing or dancing or weaving or basket making, good talents like that,
Okay.
then your chances of being great increases.
Okay.
But if you don't have anything to offer, ma, let's say something, our eyes can deceive. Ma, so if you don't have anything to offer to people's eyes to see and their ears to hear, ma, you mean there's lots and lots and lots of chances.
I will be great. I will be great.
I'll be great.
I believe every child has something inside them to be great,
Yes,
right?
Yes, ma.
Right?
Ma, but not really. Not every child. Any child that believes that they are not what I'm saying, I'm very sorry. But not every child.
LOLAH Korede, we cannot finish this conversation today. We'll have a part 2 of this conversation because we're just about to go deeper and deeper into this conversation. And unfortunately, we need to get going so we can have our game played. Thank you so much, LOLAH Korede. Like I said, viewers, this is the part 1 of our conversation. LOLAH Korede will be here some other time to finish up what she has started. Trust me, because where she's going, I think I have an idea, but I'll let her get there by herself. I want to believe you have picked 1 or 2 things from our conversation today. This is Adetuji LOLAH Korede, and I'm so excited to have this great time with you on the show. How do you feel right now? Tell me in 1 word. How do you feel right now? She's just staring at me. Okay.
Excited.
Oh, okay. She said excited. All right, then. I know she does not want to go, but then don't worry. I've told you you're going to have a replay of this and you're coming back again. Okay, viewers at home, I want to believe you have picked 1 or 2 things. We discussed urban rural areas' effect on children. But no matter what, there is greatness inside every child. There is something, a solution in you, all right, to the problem of where you are birthed or where you are growing up right now. Look inside of you, find that answer that is to the question in your neighborhood, and that is a key to becoming great. You don't have to live in the urban or rural area to be great. There are children, all right, children from rural areas that are making waves right now as we speak, even before becoming an adult. But don't worry, we'll get back to that conversation in other episodes, and I hope you're not going to miss it. Thank you so much, LOLAH Korede. We are so grateful. I've got a gift for you, by the way, and this is from Cow Concept. We want to say thank you for coming on the show today, okay? It's a beautiful and a little throw pillow that I'm sure you would love. Look at that. It says, Rave Kids and Things with LOLAH. How is that, darling?
It looks beautiful.
Thank you. And so we say thank you for coming. That is by Cow Concept, and it is to our guests on the show. Thank you so much. Okay, don't touch the channel because we are coming right back to play the game, and it is called Tongue Twister. It's still Kiddies World with LOLAH. We will be right back.
The British Empire was the largest and the most powerful in the world. At its zenith, the empire embraced a quarter of the Earth's land surface and imposed her imperial majesty's rule on more than 458 million peoples across nations and continents. The empire took off with overseas possessions and trading posts established by England, spread over 3 million kilometers between 16th and early 18th century. Like previous empires, the British Empire began to crumble on its weight of overstretched territories and growing unrest in our various colonies. Today, the British Empire no longer exists. What is in place is the Commonwealth of Nations, a loose association of sovereign states which recognize the King of England as the titular head. Western Spring Television identifies the British Empire as a watershed empire in history. Ahmadu Bello, a Prince Royal, was born 6th of December 1910 at Raba Village, Sokoto, northwestern Nigeria. His father was a district head and heir apparent to the Sultanate throne from the house of Usmanu Danfodio, a religious and social reformer who brought the Habib dynasty under the Fulani Caliphate in the beginning of the 19th century. Ahmadu Bello raised the bar of political consciousness in participation when, in 1944, he engineered the establishment of the Northern People's Congress (NPC) as the first political party in northern Nigeria and the rallying point for politicians in the region before independence. History will not forget Ahmadu Bello for his charisma and political sagacity, which provided easy passage for his kinsmen to assume political and administrative positions in Nigeria's post-independence era. The distinguished elder statesman and Sardauna of Sokoto has his face on his country's 200 naira currency as a mark of honor to one of the architects of Nigeria's independence. Western Spring Television identifies Ahmadu Bello as a watershed character in history.
All right, welcome back. This is still Kiddies World with LOLAH, and that was an amazing interaction with Adetuji Oluwakorede. That girl, don't worry, we'll bring her back again. I know. So right about now, we're ready to play the game. Who's ready to play the game now? Very good. Okay, so the game today is tongue twister. Now, let me say one thing about tongue twisters. Tongue twisters are exercises that helps us to exercise our speech organs. They make them flexible and it becomes easier for us to communicate, pronounce words, and speak fluently. Okay, so we want to exercise our tongue today. Children, let me see your tongue. Let me see. Very good. Okay, so the tongue twister I have today is about Betty who bought butter. Okay, and then the butter was bitter. I know you know it already. I know. But then we want to see who can say it within the shortest possible time. So it is about butter. So Betty bought a bit of butter. And after she bought that bit of butter, she now found out that she tasted the butter like this. And this butter is bitter. So she bought a bit of a better butter so that that bitter butter can be better. Do you get the gist? So it is Betty bought a bit of butter, but she found the butter bitter. She then bought a bit of butter just to make the bitter butter better. Okay, so you're already going butter. So what part of our mouth are we exercising? Our lips. Okay, so I can even sing it. Yeah, Betty bought a bit of butter, but she found the butter bitter. She then bought a bit of butter just to make the bitter butter better. Woo! So do I have anyone who can say that? Who can say that? Who wants to try to say that within the shortest possible time? Or peradventure, any other tongue twister that you know. So if you know any tongue twister, there's quite a number of them. So if you know any of them, I'd like you to share with us. If you can read and recite this particular one, you can go ahead. So who wants to try that? Who wants to try? Betty bought a bit of butter. Betty bought a bit of butter. Even if you can say that like 5 times, that would be a good one. Betty bought a bit of butter. Betty bought. See my sweetheart over there, my young princess, yes, wants to try. So let's start from there. Please pass the microphone to her. You don't need to get up. You don't need to get up. Just say, Betty bought a bit of butter. 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 5 times. Are you ready? So let's have you. Say it. Oh, it's the little girl behind her that raised her hand. You want to try it? Good. Pass the microphone to her. Betty bought a bit of butter.
Betty butter, bitty butter.
Woo!
Betty butter, bitty butter.
Woo!
Betty butter, bitty butter. Betty butter, bitty butter.
Okay, put your hands together for her. Okay, so Betty is beating butter now. Oh, the butter will cry then. Okay, now listen, children. Betty bought. So the past tense of buy. Betty is a girl who bought a bit of butter. Betty bought a bit of butter. Betty bought a bit of butter. Are you ready? Who else wants to try? So yes, pass the microphone. Go on. Yes.
Betty bought a bit of butter. Betty bought a bit of
Faster.
butter. Betty bought a bit of butter.
Okay, who can say it faster? So you say it.
Betty bought a bit of butter. 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 Betty
You
bought
tried.
a bit
You
of
started
butter.
on the 4th one. Yes, where are the boys? Aren't you going to try? Betty bought a bit of butter. Are you ready? So yes, pass the microphone to him. Good.
Betty
bu-
bit of
Oh, let's go.
Betty bit of butter.
Betty did not bait. Oh, Betty bought a bit of butter.
Betty bought a bit of butter. Betty
Ah.
bought a bit of butter.
A bit of butter. Put your hands together for yourself, children. All right, that was a good attempt, and I really wish we can continue, but hey, we've got to put a stop right here, and I want to appreciate you. Put your hands together, our audience from Crestview International School. Put your hands together for yourself. And of course, I have
Betty butter, Betty butter.
oh.
Betty butter, Betty butter.
Okay, thank you so much. We appreciate you. I want someone to step forward to have this gift on behalf of Western Spring Television for Crestview International School. So can I have, yes, please step forward. Come, yes, put your hands together for your ambassador. Yes. Okay, so on behalf of Western Spring Television, please stay right beside me. I'm presenting this to your school. What do you have to say? Thank you, I suppose. All right, darling. Put your hands together for her. You may go back to your seat. Thanks a bunch. Thank you so much. Children from Crestview International School, they've been amazing. They've been smart today, and they've been awesome. Put your hands together for yourself one more time. All right, and so we'd like to say thank you. Thanks a bunch, a million thanks to you for watching today's episode of Kiddies World with LOLAH. I'm sure you have been educated and inspired today. I want to say thank you again and again to our guests from Crestview International School for coming on today's show. I love you. You guys are mwah. All right, daddy, mommies, and our viewers, join us next week for another fresh episode of Kiddies World with LOLAH right here on Western Spring Television, channel 190 DTT on Star Times. The time remains 1 p.m. Don't you forget to watch us as well on our YouTube channel, which is Western Spring Television. Subscribe to that channel and make sure you put on the live notification, okay? So that when we go live, you'll see all our wonderful programs. Until next week when I come on your screen again, stay blessed, enjoy your day, and remember, LOLAH cares. Mwah.